of the International Conference Center project and personally engaged in the Trans-Department Steering Committee meeting many times. The successful completion of the project fully demonstrates the high standards of China's design, construction, and implementation efficiency, as well as the great potential for the cooperation between China and the Gambia. The project is a $2.5 billion grant from the Chinese government to the Gambian people. The total construction area of the project is about 14,000 square meters with a 1,000-seat major conference hall, 4 200-seat meeting rooms, 14 bilateral conference rooms, 4 press rooms, banquet halls, office sanctions, accessory buildings, and so on. All of these spaces are fully equipped with advanced equipment. I believe that the International Conference Center will become the most ideal venue so far for our Gambian friends to host meetings, gatherings, and other large-scale activities, which will greatly enrich the life of the Gambian people and stand as a monument for our cordial friendship. Your Excellency, President, ladies and gentlemen, our President Xi Jinping, His Excellency, proposed 8 major initiatives during the 2018 Beijing Summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, among which connection of the infrastructures is a key component. The Gambia government also attaches great importance to infrastructure development, as highlighted in the National Development Plan 2018 to 2021. Soon after the resumption of China-Gambia diplomatic ties, Chinese government, at the request of the Gambian side, decided to implement the International Conference Center project to provide assistance for the Gambian people to host the OIC summit. Today, when we are celebrating the completion of the International Conference Center, the China Aid Road and Bridge project in the URR is also under construction. After a year-long hard work, now 45% of the project has been accomplished. Next year, the road and the bridge project will be completed, accomplishing of the last mile of the national highway network of the Gambia. I'm looking forward to attending another inauguration ceremony for this project with His Excellency President and our dear friends next year. This will tremendously facilitate the flow. The road and the bridge project will tremendously facilitate the flow of personnel, goods, and services in the Gambia and beyond. Improvement of the living standards of the Gambian people and the provision of a powerful driving force for economic development and social integration can also be expected. Your Excellency, President, ladies and gentlemen, the goal of building a closer and stronger China-Africa community with a shared future through win-win cooperation is a consensus reached by His Excellency President Xi Jinping and African leaders, including His Excellency President Barrow, at the Beijing summit of the Forum of the FOCAC. China always adheres to the principle of sincerity, real results, affinity, and good faith when carrying out cooperation with the Gambia and all other African countries, and attaches great importance to their sustainable development. Currently, the China-Gambia relations has been developing rapidly and stably. China supports the efforts of the Gambia government in implementing the National Development Plan 2018 to 2021 and building the new Gambia. We are willing to strengthen cooperation with the Gambia in the fields of infrastructure construction and others, strengthen the connection between each country's development agenda, and explore the implementation of relevant projects. At the same time, we will continue to deepen the bilateral cooperation in capacity building and invite more Gambia friends to pursue degree and participate in short-term training programs in China, as to promote social and economic development of the Gambia. Your Excellency President, ladies and gentlemen, at today's occasion, let us express our respect to Sir Dawda Jawara. Naming the International Conference Center after his name is our common consensus. And this is also a great way to demonstrate our deep friendship and a memorial to Sir Dawda Jawara. As the founding father and the first president of the Gambia, Sir Dawda Jawara, who witnessed of the Gambia, the friendship between Gambia and China, and is a good friend of Chinese government and the people. He visited China 4 times and developed a deep personal friendship with Chinese state leaders such as Mao Zedong and Zhou Enlai. Let us follow the footsteps of Sir Dawda Jawara and work together for the everlasting friendship between China and the Gambia. I believe with efforts and support from the leaders of our 2 countries, the close cooperation between relevant departments and the excellent enterprises of the both sides, and the great efforts of all of us, the bilateral cooperation in all areas between China and the Gambia will go even further. We wish the Gambia will see more improvement in infrastructure development as well as development in modern service industry, agriculture, manufacture, and so forth. I firmly believe that the Gambia will step into even greater prosperity. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency. Behind every great leader is an even greater woman. When bilateral relations were being signed between the People's Republic of China and the Republic of the Gambia in 1974, the First Lady then was Her Excellency Lady Chilel Jawara, who is here present and representing the Jawara family. We acknowledge your presence, Ma, and all your hard work for the Republic of the Gambia is being appreciated by all of us. And we are all indeed proud to name this conference center after your husband, whom you've dedicated your entire life to and had worked so hard to be by his side all the time to the end. We'd like to acknowledge your presence and appreciate and value you, Ma. The next speaker managed this project from every technical angle with his entire staff to ensure not only will the building be completed in time, which it is completed even ahead of time, but to make sure it is of quality, of standard, and of value. The next speaker is the Honorable Minister for Transport, Works, Infrastructure, the very Honorable Bai Lamin Job.
Your Excellency, President Adam Barrow, Your Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Aissatou Touré, Your Worship, the Chief Justice Hassan Jallow, if he's here, present, Speaker of the National Assembly, Madam Mariam Jack Denton, colleagues, honorable members of the Cabinet, honorable members of the National Assembly, Lord Mayors of Banjul, KMC, and Birkama Area Council, if they are here, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, Your Excellency, Ambassador Ma Jiangshun of the People's Republic of China, distinguished invited guests from the People's Republic of China, members of the family of the late Sir Dawda Kerr Jawara, members of the public services and security forces, managing directors of public enterprises here present, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, and on my own behalf, I extend to you a warm welcome to this handing over and inauguration ceremony of the International Conference Center here in Bijilo. The center symbolizes the excellent relationship between the PRC, that is the People's Republic of China, and the Gambia under the joint stewardship of His Excellency President Xi Jinping of the People's Republic of China and His Excellency President Adam Barrow, President of the Republic of the Gambia. To recall, I already mentioned, the Gambia resumed diplomatic relationship with the PRC in 2016. And this project became the first cooperation assistance from PRC. But this complex turns out to be a growing list of China aid to the Gambia. Other examples are, as mentioned, $80 million road and bridges project in the Upper River region. A number of technical assistance support to the Ministries of Health and Education, and also growing assistance in the agricultural sector. The project in particular, this project, and as already mentioned, is a grant of $50 million. And the project was launched by His Excellency President Adam Barrow in September 2017. The works were commenced in August 2017, and the project, that is the works in earnest, and the project became substantially completed in October 2019, a duration of 26 months. The Gambia government provided the project land area of 13 hectares, and the building itself is about 14,000 square meters in 2 floors. And the main plenary, as already mentioned again, can hold about 1,013 people, including 80 VIPs. The building is a magnificent, modern, and state-of-the-art edifice. However, at this point, I would just like to point out and emphasize that this edifice, as I just described, is the result of months of collaboration and teamwork between Chinese and Gambian officials, professionals, and workers. It was only through this collaboration and teamwork that the project was completed within time, within budget, and within the quality achieved. I would also like to point out that throughout the planning and construction process, there was a vibrant capacity building component that was inbuilt in the project, conducted locally and on the ground for the workers and tradesmen involved with the project, such as masonry, steelworks, carpentry, finishing works, installation of the electrical and mechanical systems, and recently, over 20 Gambians from various government departments, as well as from the private sector, were given training in China on how to operate and manage this facility. That said, I would like to indulge your patience to allow me to name just few of the people who have involved in the planning, in the construction, in the supervision, monitoring, quality assurance, logistics, and administrative support for this project. On the China side, let me mention His Excellency Zhang Jiming, who was the former ambassador of China to this country. Let me also mention His Excellency Ma Yuanchun, who has just given a speech, who's the current ambassador of China. Now, I will have to maintain these two names because in all our meetings, the project steering committee meetings, they are present, or they were present. And I would like also to mention Councillor Luo of the People's Republic of China, who is the technical assistant to His Excellency, the Ambassador. The project consultants, I would like to mention Mr. Fu Tanchong, who's here. And for the project contractors, I would like to also mention the contractor Jiangsu Provincial Construction Group, JPC, in particular Mr. Chen Jun, project manager, and Ms. Zhang Lui, commonly known as Tina, who's the assistant project manager. On the Gambian side, I have to start with His Excellency, the President, Adam Barrow. He not only launched the project, but he was consistently briefed, and he has visited the site during the construction, in fact, in March last year. And whenever the ministry is in problem, he is the first person I contact with any issue outside the purview of the ministry for his intervention. And without those interventions, I cannot see how we could have achieved this building. And at the level of the ministry, I would like to mention Ms. Maria Mandur Jai, who was the permanent secretary, and now Mr. Maud Sise, who is the current permanent secretary. They represent the ministry at the level of the project steering committee. Now, the ministry also had a resident project team here, and I would just like to briefly mention their names quickly and their designations. Ibrahim Akoli is the coordinator, overall coordinator of the project while he was with the ministry. Now he is with the OIC and continues to be instrumental in the coordination of the works of this project. And I must mention also that the OIC office has contributed over $20 million towards the landscaping of this edifice, and I want to recognize their contribution before this building is used for the OIC conference slated for 2022. They continue to be supportive, and we hope that they will contribute more in building the external fence, which I'm going to see them about. Anyway. The site representative is Mr. Abdullah Karim Cham, who's been here 24/7. Ramatullah Suso is the project engineer, the lady behind most of the support from the ministry, and that's why perhaps we are successful. A lady was involved. Rohi Sanyang, an architect who is on studies. Ambaseka, who is here, also an architect. Musa Fadera, technician. Mustafa Toure, technician. Saidu Job, laboratory technician. Tumul Sonko, laboratory technician. Shehna Kuyate, the driver. At the level of the project coordination, we also had a team, and most of the ministries and government departments were involved at different stages of the project. So I'll quickly run the list. Starting with the Minister of Finance, the Honorable Mamboure Njai, Minister of Finance, Mor Seka, the PS Minister of Finance, Alaji Tal, Minister of Finance, Alaji Jallo, Minister of Finance, Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Minister Mamadou Tangara is here, and his permanent secretaries, Fatou Njai, Director of Asia Division. We want to recognize your contribution. Minister of Local Government, Honorable Minister, my friend Musa Drame, Buba Sanyang, his permanent secretary, Musa Baji, the DPS, Mamadou Manjang, the Director of Physical Planning, Bunja Jane, Department of Lands. We want to extend our gratitude. The Gambia Police Force, Mahmoud Job, the Inspector General of Police, who's here. The Gambia Revenue Authority, now they played a very big role. Mr. Yankuba Dabo, Commissioner General. Mr. Esa Jallo, Mr. Joseph Njai, his team. A lot of materials were imported, millions of dollars, and Mr. Dabo was able to facilitate the smooth transition of these materials to this site. The Gambia Immigration Department, a lot of Chinese had to be processed and brought to the site. Buba Sanyang, former Deputy Director, Sidi Toure, Present Director General, and Commissioner Dafe. The Gambia Ports Authority too, Mr. Usman Jomate, Managing Director, Hali Guy Ferris, Mrs. Rohinjai, Dean Ferris. the Gambia Fire Service, Mr. Ahmad Jangha, NAWEC, Mr. Baba Fatajo, ex-MD, Mr. Alpha Robinson, current MD, because a lot of services had to be run to this building, and they had to contribute. Mr. Pate Sow, Mr. Alaji Cham, Mr. Alaji Diba, Mr. Ibrahim Aseka, your contributions are recognized. Gamtel, Mr. Sidi Jaite, Managing Director, Mrs. Ramunyas, Mr. Keba Ndao, and Mr. Suleiman Gay. For the GCAA, Mr. Abluai Jame, Director General, and Mr. Copper. And even the clearing agent, Mr. Mamadou Jame. And other institutions, many institutions were also involved, which I will quickly mention: NEA, JNPC, National Roads Authority, National Disaster and Management Agency, Department of Forestry. By the way, this used to be called the Monkey Park. And they had to cooperate with us to make it available, about 13 hectares. Department of Water Resources, Department of Geology, Kanifing Municipal Council, and GASEM. There were at least about 1,300 workers who went through this phase of construction, and at least 500 permanent jobs were created throughout the process. Finally, I want to close by extending our sincere gratitude to to His Excellency Xi Jinping of the People's Republic of China, and to our very own His Excellency President Adama Barrow for his unflinching interest, leadership, and support to our ministry and to all projects geared towards the development of this country. Long live the People's Republic of China, long live the Republic of the Gambia.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. And we are getting closer to the finale of the day. We'll like to call on Menge Foon to make available gifts that His Excellency President Adama Barrow will be giving first to His Excellency Ambassador Ma Jianchun. Menge. Yeah. It's gifts. The first is for His Excellency, Mr. Ambassador of the People's Republic of China. Your Excellency, kindly do us the honors. This is to say thank you, through you, Mr. Ambassador, to the People's Republic of China for the collaboration, bilateral relations, and all the efforts your government is making in the Republic of the Gambia. Thank you, Excellency. The second is going to the consultants of this project. The consultants of the Sir Dawda Jawara International Conference Center. The second gift is for them. JPC. Thank you very much for a job well done for the consultants. And the third is to the contractors. The contractors. Thank you very much. to be followed quickly by the awarding of certificates to Mr. Zhang Fang Bing of JPC. May we have the certificate? There'll be 3 certificates, and the second one will go to the project management team by Jean. And the third to Ramatulai Suso, Miss Ramatulai Suso. Ramatulai? And finally to PMC. PMC. Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you, Your Excellency, President Barrow. By now, we all know the International Conference Center is named after the first President of the Republic, a man who's done greatly for this state, who believed in the Gambia when very few around the world believed. In 1965, many were of the view that this country called the Gambia would not be able to sustain itself, let alone survive as an independent state. It was Sir Dawda and like-minded people that believed in the viability of this small land divided by 2 banks by a small river. We are here now, more than half a century in the Gambia, celebrating. Therefore, we must acknowledge the foresight and determination of our founding fathers, the reason why we're all here in the Gambia. Therefore, naming the International Conference Center after such a man, it's only but right. I would now like to call on a member of a family of Sir Dawda JAWARA to give the vote of thanks.
Good morning. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Your Excellency, Madam Vice President, Madam Speaker, members of the Cabinet, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the Islamic and Christian Councils, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to the Gambia, Jawara Kunda, ladies and gentlemen, and all other protocols duly observed. I am standing in for my brother, Junior, who couldn't be here today. I'm his little sister, and my name is Nema. I am speaking on behalf of all of Jawara Kunda. It is with heartfelt pride and great joy that we gather here today with you to celebrate Thank you, Mr. Bai Lamin Job, the Honorable Minister for the Minister of Transport, Works and Infrastructure. We thank you for your invitation. We thank all of you, all the people of the Gambia government. We thank the People's Republic of China, for choosing out of what I believe is a very long list of names you could have chosen. But we also, Jawara Kunda, who knew Sir Dawda personally, feel that it is actually fitting that such a beautiful, august, magnificent, state-of-the-art building that has been built to standard, as we were told earlier, we believe it is fitting that my father would be named, that the building rather would be named after him. So we thank you all. On rare occasions, the grace of power and compassion is given to a few mortal and fragile people. It could be a man or a woman or a child to reach up, to reach out, to reach down, to deliver the oppressed. My father was one of those. And sometimes circumstances are horrible and require somebody of that type to reach out and fight for the oppressed. Let me briefly share one of the things my father said to me just last June in 2019. We were at the dinner table, we were relaxed, and he said, every citizen has the ability, the intelligence to think and to make decisions and to cast one vote and thereby make a difference and be a part of society. So again, on behalf of the Jawara Kunda family, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for naming this building after Papa. May this building and all that is done here be a blessing in every possible way to the Gambia and to all. Thank you.
Whenever I hear that, it reminds me of our days when we always, as children, look forward to the 18th of February, when you would have the man, Sir Dawda, only he could, with his garambuba, folded from one edge to here, the other edge to here, as the police band, gracious as ever, would go DK Sabari. Thank you very much, the Gambia Police Band. My teacher is here, a cultural ambassador who has represented the Gambia worldwide through his music, through his kora. And I think it's only befitting to give Jaliba Kuyate to a couple of minutes on the man, Sir Dawda, and of course, His Excellency President Adama Barrow. Jali, we will give you a couple of minutes to entertain us, then we'll continue with the ceremonies here.
Bifanang kena Gambia kaida baj conference mumba wala bayele la Gambia Bifanang Gambia bango kaida baj conference bunkudo wala bayele la Gambia Inada dola Gambia mobadan Gambia moba yuho kairaba Ijaman muy jamanole Anambra congratulations
Baro Manasi
Ijamanole muy jamanole Anambra congratulations Inila maza kuna jamanole nyinada Ay, banko nganya balem mafata dunia kono bara nyongo mansia
wallahi
wadanga nganya alinga nganya mbesi nganya no oko kamia
Numbara
Jaliba Kuyate ay kuma kanglu mennu fo nyim dinkira kuma yeloto bi.
Thank you very much, teacher. Thank you, Jaliba. Thank you for representing Gambia and being a proud Gambian. Having spent more than half of my life holding a microphone and making a living, you can imagine when there were years that we are not able to practice our trade without looking behind our shoulders, without the fear of probably spending a night in a Bambadinka or somewhere in a fine hotel on the Banjul highways. We are happy that today, across 32 radio stations in this country, 4 television stations, endless social media sites that are many times very critical, we all go home sleeping with our wives and children happily. The new Gambia is devoid of fear, and we, the media fraternity, are very excited that it's a free meal. The next speaker, even though we are not friends on one side, and he knows the side I'm talking about. I would like to congratulate him for letting us speak when we want to and say what we feel like, even sometimes not right, yet he lets it prevail. Your Excellency, please, Your Excellency, President Adama Barrow, to come and give us the inauguration statement for the Sir Dawda Jawara International Conference Center, to be handed over to the Republic of the Gambia from the People's Republic of China. Your Excellency.
We'll be in good times only for right now.
I know.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, and the former Vice President here present. Excellency, Lady Chilel Jawara, Honorable Cabinet Ministers, Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, Honorable members of the National Assembly, members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, Your Excellency, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China in the Gambia, religious leaders, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am proudly elated and singularly honored to officially inaugurate this magnificent edifice in the heart of the beautiful Bijilo National Park. Without doubt, it is an attractive landmark on our seafront overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, which Ambassador Ma Jian-chung once described as the pearl of the smiling coast. As a tribute to the first President of the Republic, Sir Dawda Jawara, we have opted to name it as Sir Dawda Jawara International Conference Center. The construction of this center was a prioritized project, as it is a prerequisite for hosting the organization of Islamic Conference Summit in 2022. The facility has also come to fill a long-standing need for a tourism and development need, as reflected in the National Development Plan 2018-2021. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sir Dawda Jawara International Conference Center is a $50 million US project grant-aided by the People's Republic of China. The magnitude of the project demonstrates the People's Republic of China's resolve to link its development plan with development support to the Gambia and Africa as a whole. It is a new relationship rooted in a mutually beneficial cooperation formula for Africa and the People's Republic of China. I am pleased to observe, however, that the Sir Dawda JAWARA International Conference Center is one of its kind in the region. Many will marvel it. It has uniquely appealing design and the construction techniques that make it so elegant. These aside, its specifications comply with the Gambia National Public Building and Facilities Policy 2018-2027. In addition to various facilities, the 14,000 square meter floor with a sitting capacity conference hall of over 1,000 persons gives the center the aid to host major international meetings. Government opts for an operational management and maintenance mechanism system that guarantees its optimal financial sustainability and proper upkeep. Such option is to subject it to a facility management model that best provides such safeguards. I am hopeful that the center will give the Gambia the opportunity to attract and host meetings, incentive travels, conventions, conferences, and exhibitions. Besides creating avenues for important decision makers to visit our country, the center will solely provide opportunities for employment, open up the tourism industry market, enhance transport services, and expose our diversity and culture to the world. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, against this backdrop, we are profoundly grateful to the People's Republic of China for their support to the Gambia and generally for leading an unprecedented alliance to pursue the Belt and Road Initiative aimed at establishing the longest trade route in the world. Some of you will recall that during the 2018 FOCAC Summit, the People's Republic of China announced 8 major initiatives to collaborate with African countries, including the Gambia. The initiative have unlocked Chinese investments in Africa. In the Gambia in particular, examples include financing of the $25 million National Broadband Network project, the $80 million URR Road and Bridges project, and these $50 million International Center project. Evidently, the People's Republic of China is one of our strongest partners. With them, we will continue to explore new frontiers, ranging from cultural exchanges to trade and investment expansion through a South-South cooperation framework. Bilaterally, my government will continue to work with the Chinese government and remain supportive of the One China policy. Ladies and gentlemen, this historic achievement signals a new era of opportunities, potential prosperity, and dignity for Gambians. Importantly, It is part of a never-ending national effort to facilitate trade and investment, modernize our infrastructure, and revive the service sectors. I have noted that the project engaged more than 500 workers over a 2-year period. It provided opportunity for transfer of knowledge and skills to Gambian nationals for the development of our local construction industry. On behalf of every Gambian, I extend deep gratitude to the contractor, Jensun Provincial Construction Company, and the consultant, PNC, for the magnificent work completed ahead of schedule. We commend the Ministry of Transport, Works, and Infrastructure also for the lead role they played in the project. Last but not the least, we sincerely thank all the supervisors, staff, and workers who took part in the works. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with much joy and honor, I now declare the Sir Dawda JAWARA International Conference Center officially open. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, President Adama Barrow, and all the distinguished ladies and gentlemen here present. We have concluded the first half of today's ceremonies. The remainder of the ceremony will be the signing and handing over and the acceptance of certificate, the cutting of the ribbon, a group photo session, unveiling of the plaque, and handing over of the conference center with a symbolic key to His Excellency the President. I am advised that everybody present here will have an opportunity to go inside the Sir Dawda JAWARA International Conference Center during the course of the ceremonies, but we are appealing to everyone that the following should be done by His Excellency the President, accompanied by His Excellency the Ambassador, and the Vice President, the Ministers for Foreign Affairs, Works, and the Sir Dawda JAWARA family, represented by Her Excellency Lady Chilel Jawara. Your Excellency, Your Excellencies, Mr. President and Mr. Ambassador, please to the backdrop there.
Between Jumalum Gambia TB, member Gambia be Toya la Loring, Wolem Banco President His Excellency Adam Barrow, Wolana Ebe Fenglu Chikala ya Dunga Tebulu. Between Femfen Dunta Tebulu Nyinkota, Dunta Gambia Bele Bulu, Atelam Banco la President. Yo, between Felebe Duna Konoto, Ibita do Kuala Kalaje. President Aning China la Ambassador Membijang. attending na minister ning Alpha Kuma kotangulu itelle dala konoto between
His Excellency the President of the Republic of the Gambia, Mr. Adama Barrow, and His Excellency the Ambassador to the Gambia of the People's Republic of China, Ma Tianchu.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the signing ceremony will be done by the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Momodu
what you are hearing on radio,
with the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to the Gambia, His Excellency
right now.
Ambassador Ma Tianchu.
Now, there you go, the official handing over ceremony of the edifice is taking place. You can see Gambian dignitaries.
Thank you very much.
That looks like the Foreign Affairs Minister, Momodu Tangara, and the Chinese Ambassador.
One half of the signatures are done.
Doing the official handing over ceremony of this multi-million-dollar edifice. It's a $50 million edifice built by the People's Republic of China. It will be hosting its first major international conference in 2022 when the Gambia will play host to the OIC Summit.
Congratulations.
Signing on the dotted lines there for the Republic of the Gambia is the Foreign Affairs Minister Momodu Tangara, His Excellency,
Minister for Foreign Affairs,
and the Chinese Ambassador
Dr. Momodu Tangara.
Ma Jae-chung, doing the official handing over ceremony of this state-of-the-art complex. Yeah, the Vice President watches from close range, and the Speaker of the National Assembly, Yero Jallow, of course, from could be seen behind the two high-profile dignitaries. That is the Speaker, Mariama Jack Denton, on the background, standing just next to the President, His Excellency, who also watches from close range as the official handing over ceremony
we will now
is
invite
being
His Excellency
done.
the President.
The dotted lines have been signed. We will be looking at the multilateral cooperation and support that the Gambia has been receiving from the People's Republic of China over the years. We have talked about the Gambia pursuing a non-alignment foreign policy over the years.
Foreign Affairs
it has shifted
Speaker,
between China and Taiwan
Vice
over the
President
years,
to the cutting of the ribbon.
especially under the former President Yahya Jammeh. The Gambia spent almost 2 decades fraternizing with Taiwan instead of China. But in March 2016, the Gambia opted to rekindle and reignite bilateral ties binding Banjul and Beijing. It followed years of on and off between the two countries.
The two excellencies,
but that is not to
President
say
of the Republic of the
relationship
Excellency
started in the 1970s. The ribbon has been cut by His Excellency the President and the Chinese Ambassador side by side
Vice President,
to mark
Speaker,
the official opening
Minister,
of the Sir Dawda JAWARA International Conference
looking
Center.
on.
Lady Chilen, the Vice President, and a host of other high-profile dignitaries. Remember, we heard from Sir Dawda JAWARA's daughter who spoke on behalf of the family, but the highly respected mother of the nation, Lady Chilen, is also standing and watching as the President cuts the ribbon to mark the official opening and handing over ceremony of this multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art complex built by the Chinese government. It is as a result of the long-standing bilateral relationship between Banjul and Beijing. We briefly took you through the relationship how
Lady
it began
Jawara, on behalf of the
and what
Jawara
transpired
family,
over the years.
is thanking His Excellency,
but like I said,
President Adama Barrow,
China and Gambia have enjoyed long-standing relations dating back to the 1970s. Despite some intermittent breakdown over the years, the ties have resulted to many developments in the Gambia. These include the construction of the country's main football stadium in Bakau, as well as enormous support to the agriculture and health sectors. Also prominent among Chinese assistance to the Gambia is the construction of roads and bridges, which is in full swing in the Upper River region. We will come back to look at these areas in detail. But first, during the China-Africa Cooperation Summit, also known as the FACAC in 2018, the Asian country announced the 8 major initiatives it seeks to strengthen as far as its cooperation with Africa is concerned, particularly the Gambia and its priority areas captured in the national blueprint, which is the National Development Plan.
May we now ask for a group photo?
But the support that the Gambia has received from China has been coming for over half a century. Remember, the Jahali Pacha rice fields, one of the most prominent projects supported by the Chinese government was the Jahali Pacha rice projects. The Chinese were at the forefront of the Gambia's efforts to become a rice production country. It is drive to be food self-sufficient as well. During the Jawara government, the Chinese provided technical and material support.
Have now been officially handed over to His Excellency
which we know is no longer as strong as it was under the Jawara administration. But probably the newfound relation between Banjul and Beijing could see a rebirth of the Jahari Pachar rice projects. Well, the country's only independent stadium
the President will now be
was also built by the Chinese. The multi-purpose stadium built by the Chinese government decades ago is the country's only stadium. It is currently used for football matches, although it is also used for athletics, concerts, political events, trade fairs, and national celebrations. The Chinese-built stadium has a capacity of 30,000. The facility is a symbol of the long-standing ties between Banjul and Beijing. We know Chinatown in Mile 7 Bakau, where you have GRTS radio. The Chinese built the area, which is home to several government officials and other high-ranking security officials. The area provides accommodation to its residents in a calm and serene environment. It also cut down costs for residents of the area. So it is indeed another symbol of the long-standing ties between Banjul and Beijing. We also have the McCarthy Square in Banjul, built by the Chinese. The police headquarters in Banjul, built by the Chinese. We also have the ongoing Basse Road and Bridge projects in the Upper River region, of course. The Basse Wuli Bridge, the Basse Wuli Road, the Basse Fatou Road, I should say, all being constructed at the tune of over $80 million with support from the Chinese government. The Chinese have also been rendering unflinching technical support to the Gambia over the years. We used to have the Chinese doctors, the Chinese agriculture extension workers. Gambian civil servants often go on study tours to China. They often attend capacity building programs in China, all forming part of a drive by the Chinese government to help build the country's human resource base. Because we say the most important resource of every nation is its human capacity. And China has been at the forefront of providing technical support and human resource capacity building support for the Republic of the Gambia over the years. So the support that the Gambia has been receiving from China has been broad-based, cutting across all sectors of development. That is why this multi-million-dollar complex, which is right behind us, is just another feather to these long-standing ties that has been existing between the two countries. The President, as we speak, is on a conducted tour of the facilities. I'm sure our camera crew will show you the interior complex, or the interior part of the complex, better to say it that way. We have a magnificent edifice, seeing it from the outside, but it looks quite elegant if you see the interior design and decorations that are inside this $50 million international conference, now the Sir Dawda Jawara conference. Alhaji Musa Mane is here. He will help us remember Sir Dawda on an occasion like this. We heard from her daughter, who took to the podium to commend President Barrow in particular and government as a whole for taking the initiative to name this international conference center after the late statesman Sir Dawda Jawara. Sir Dawda's daughter told this gathering that President Barrow had a long list to choose from, and indeed, in that list, everyone was worthy of being the one to be chosen. But he opted for Sir Dawda Jawara, who we know led the country to independence and got the development crusade of this country off to a great start. We will be remembering Sir Dawda with Alhaji Musa Mane briefly. Alhaji Musa biketa lungoti mi alon ko lumbaleng. President Barrow fele ay dulani yele sainteng adunta konoto ka bungo nyim fanam na konoto jibe. Bari be men fo kan dro wolen si jibe rike mako rola China e menke Gambia e ngawo kele fa pareta angale kangoto. Bari lafta fanan ka jibe rike mola mele alon ko e dulani tola atella memu Sir Dawda Jawarati. Sir Dawda keta moti mi alon ko Gambia in China atemo atela ya dati kabrin Gambia la independence soto 1965 sangola Sir Dawda nata ke president ngoti andung 1974 sangola Gambia in China ya badi ya damuta wokono ku jama keta Gambia keta bankuti melon ko watini wati do aka China bula eta Taiwan surtout ya jamela wato bari nin China la badi njulo amankuntu andu anena mankuntu andu wala yatina bi badi yani amurta noto His Excellency President Adama Barrow ya murundi anyanta afutala daming for China bi e Gambia banko makoy for nying international conference center balo dalasi million tang lulu ya low wala bi Alhaji Musa Mane si hakili bula Jawara la bi. Let's go back and remember His Excellency Sir Dawda Jawara.
Inumbara bake esa badi ngolo kunga fale nyamin kontu komanto do manindro Sir Dawda Jawara awluta mekaro tiltanin woro 1924 nyani barajali sate oto yo akaranta karambulu menuto Methodist Boys High School abota oto atata Achimota College abota oto atata Glasgow University and tenta fanang atata Liverpool University wolbebe Angleterre bankole kang bira asetanang adunta veterinary do kuoto veterinary doctor ole matinung abeo doctor yalla bitung anata dum politiko fanan kono yo biringa dunta politiko kono ayakata ala nomonyo ikafole wotumo Augusta Jawara yo bari ate Augusta Jawara ato fango wolem hana Augusta Darling Jawara ne mahoni wolema ato fangoti adun ifututa alaye dimbaya bari ate Augusta alanata akeko ila futuo manna ta ila futuo nata bang yo bari Augusta fanang awluta banyunu sate wole kono banyunu dingole muati ila futuo keta 1955 sangole kono futuo nata ban 1967 sango kono wokola long Augusta tara London sate kono yo alanata ke abanta January karole kono January karoti muwan nin killing 1981 abanta London sate kono wole keta Jawara la musu foloti ikafo meye Augusta abanta London sate wole kono 1981 sango kono yo biro botala Sir Dawda contineta ala political silo la hanfo anata nomonyo fula be futu kono do ikafo le ledi Chilel Jawara ikafo do ye ledi Njeme Mboj ayol be futu jang ala taro kono yo adun ala mararo wuce kono aketa teleketa Gambia la Prime Minister fulanjangoti folo nyeng ikafo le Père Sar Ndiaye wolem Gambia la Chief Minister tinung utumo tubabu marole be kering biro bota je carte fayo nata ke Jawara nata gagné so bitung utumo tubabu maroko no yateta yake Prime Minister ti yo atarta wole la hanifo bitung Gambia la fansuto nata kungo kono 1965 sango kono yo 1965 Duke of Kent wole nata mabe Baba Mansa Toyala wolem Queen Elizabeth Flanjangoti wo Jukof Kent wala ribono kuntu makati square baye kono pour Gambia la fansoto February karo tiltang anin say 1965 sango kono biton birin Gambia ya fansoto woto asanna ka 1966 wokela quartier fay foloti Jawara ganyeta 1966 aganyeta 1972 aganyeta 1977 anata ganye 1982 aganyeta 1987 ala ganye laban wole nata ke 1992 birobo tala lem sojarol nata kudeta ke 1994 ya bondi mansayala bari Jawara ay membe ke Gambia ye nta bonna fono la jang ay terolu nyinin Gambia ye ay Gambia fasa atele nyin Chinese solu nati jang kabirin 1970 wucewlu kono ako Gambia nyanta fam balundi lale wole mu nyin jahali pachari mani faro daliloti wotumo a folota wato men ya dati nyamin na continue tanu wonya Gambia be mano wafila le mbem fa wasala hanu fo nga wafi bantala bankolu kan bari do ko manna tano anyama wayri ate manke mo kilim mansoti ate e jammuta mo dolle tombon doli e jammuta dol law mutaro yom fata ima ka nyama ko Jawara ya ka nyama nyamin wala na ku jamana ta yomfa ala man sakunda kono barate ya hamme nyamin na kita wonya tombi Gambia be mano export lale na wafi msinyo bankoluma yo bitum wo be kola birin Gambia ya fanta 1965 janni wo fama yake iko Gambia ta fan samba nola Sir Dawda ko ye wonten wo kumantem mbali telennale Sir Dawda nata bankota kabiri 1965 fan soto keta aya kata iko Gambia ta fan samba nola bari ngam fan sambale de hani fo wotu moy ka fo ko Gambia nyanta kafula Senegal ma pour nyin kamala Gambia si a fan sambano Sir Dawda ko hani wota kelam be fan sambalale beton ndata fola silang ako keta nyami wayri mbele yaje fo kana bula bila Gambia ya fan samba fom felentimbe sirin jambi nketam faye bankoti Gambia is a fully sovereign country Gambia be o tembole to Sir Dawda ya kata ay kutukata lakang ay do koke ay Gambia yirwandi Sir Dawda mu kairaleti ato mu kairabaleti bara manda wo kairaba yala anatake a kontongo natake jawarati jawaro wala moti men kalo ayala molu fasa ayala molu bondi wo jawaro a kontongo natake wo jawarati bitun wo be fanan wol be mu kulleti ala hali hakilotu Jawara e kairo le nyinin kabirin Liberia mamanta Sir Dawda wulita nying e ko mok nyolu be lota wo katole kono Iran Iraq kelo Sir Dawda men kataje ama molu kumpa Sir Dawda mu kaira nyinin nalti hani fo e ala yata wato men e ata kairo doron ayole nyinin nyim bankoye ay Gambia fasa ay kairo doron nati jang e bitum badingulu nte tambino la jang wayri ñoo folem esa inumbara
Alaji Musa tariko ñi ñata andu walati nanko nga microphone dila e mol samba Jawara la live to andung I dokol menke. Ladies and gentlemen, once again we want to remind you that you're watching GRTS and you're listening to GRTS. We are coming to you live from the International Conference Center, now the Sir Dawda Jawara Conference Center. It was built at the tune of $50 million US. It has 4 thematic meeting rooms. Each of those rooms has a capacity of 180. It has 11 bilateral meeting rooms, each with a capacity of 32. It has 10 offices, 4 press rooms with 53 seats each. It has 32 translation rooms, 5 lounge, and a banquet facility. So indeed, this is a state-of-the-art facility built by the Chinese for the Republic of the Gambia. The President, His Excellency Adama Barrow, laid the foundation stone of the project on September the 14th, 2017 to mark the official commencement of the construction of this Chinese-funded International Conference Center. The cost, like I said, is $50 million US. It lies few meters away from the beautiful coastline of the Atlantic Ocean. We vividly remember the President saying on that fruitful day, that is the laying of the foundation stone, that the bond of friendship and cooperation between the Gambia and the People's Republic of China is not only growing stronger, but within the framework of the South-South cooperation. It is also a strategic partnership based on mutual respect and common interests. On this historic occasion, we will also want to remember the former Chinese ambassador to the Gambia, Zhang Jimin, who played a critical role. We saw his replacement today, the present Chinese ambassador taking to the podium to deliver an amazing remarks. But we will want to remember the former Chinese ambassador, Zhang Jimin, who was at the forefront of efforts to ensure the actualization of this multi-million-dollar project.
Sir Dawda.
Indeed, on September the 14th, 2017, during the laying of the foundation stone, the then top Chinese diplomat described the center as the very first major bilateral cooperation project between China and the Gambia since the resumption of diplomatic ties between the two countries. We all remember the Gambia and China had relations dating back to the 1970s, but we had intermittent breaks, especially under former President Yahya Jammeh. But indeed, the relations have been rekindled, they have been re-established. It was established in March 2016. That was when the Gambia resumed diplomatic ties with Beijing. Beijing did not rush, they took their time, and a few months down the line, the Chinese foreign minister made his first official visit to Banjul, and he met his Gambian counterpart then, and that was the beginning of the relationship yet again that has led to the construction of this multi-million-dollar edifice. The Ministry of Works issued a press release, that was issued on the 3rd of January 2020, informing the public that His Excellency the President has officially named this International Conference Center after the former president, the first president for that matter, Sir Dawda Jawara. Relations between the Gambia and China, like I said, has been existing since the 1970s, 1973 to be more precise, because we know the Gambia followed a formal policy of non-alignment throughout most of former President Sir Dawda Jawara's tenure. It maintained close relations with China, the United Kingdom, Senegal, and other African countries. But in July 1994, a coup d'etat took place, which strained Gambia's relations with Western powers, particularly the US and China in particular. It also witnessed the pulling of the plugs on Beijing-Banjul relations later on in the reign of former President Yahya Jammeh. After independence from Britain in 1965, the Gambia initially recognized Taiwan, officially known as the Republic of China. Then, after Beijing took over China's seat in the United Nations in 1971, Gambia shifted its recognition to the People's Republic of China. Well, in 1995, 1 year after Yahya Jammeh got installed in a coup, it switched back to recognizing Taiwan. In 2013, Mr. Jammeh severed ties with Taiwan again. Beijing, however, did not immediately resume diplomatic relations with the Gambia due to several reasons. We wouldn't have time to go into those reasons. However, in March 2016, China announced that it has resumed diplomatic relations with the Gambia after ending its two-decade relationship with Taiwan. The resumption of those diplomatic ties between Banjul and Beijing has seen relations between the two countries reach new heights under His Excellency President Adama Barrow. Political analysts have said resuming bilateral relations or diplomatic relations between the two countries fully conforms with the fundamental interests of Gambia and its people, the universal consensus on the one China policy, and the common aspirations for unity and cooperation by China and Africa. Gambia now supports the one China policy 100%. So it is a history, it is indeed historic that we have gathered here today for the President to inaugurate and officially open the Sir Dawda Jawara International Conference Center. I have Yero Jallo with me and Haji Sumundu. We'll pass the microphone to Haji Sumundu now. Haji.
Nuwari siri Alaji Esa Jallo kendo golnyang lemon kutu. Mare mogara ko ngara mo be Birambe kengano nega Alaji Musa Mane. ara tarihu konoda angatu nanti o kuka manji kebetu ora famille kitar lenki angatu nanti Musa Mane gaji sefe xannu benu konno hibe garagati former president Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara ati Kairaba Jawara imegari mo be kenyani ado khairinga be nyana maga agari jamane ke dagara sabu jamane ke ayile diga munu gadi angatu nanti kebe gani isa so angatu nanti diga munu angela kanendi adiga moda ngani birambe hibe ganya munanu ngawro China man sakunda jelona ken kana hutta hodo menanga adangana ibega ko OIC kengani Saudara Kairaba Jawara International Conference Center ke yera ko de bijulo ati ko andandro munyaga ni konti oro China gara hibe romena ati ibega ragati base fatoto ko ina rof nanagati bijunu nga kengani pongonga tongonya le kusuki de His Excellency President Adama Barrow man sakunda kyadi ati kusunya yuruwe nyai Saudara Kairaba Jawara ime ata sare de bari no ko be ni barjari aga giri barjari araga kara no ko be ganiti CRR ti Central River Region tundigay kembire ari girno nandagati United Kingdom no ko be gani Angleterre jamane nga araka gompanan to hanko adado ken ka gompana de ado kenyi khana hunga magadalla birambe Allah di yahun kampendi hakati yogo aga giri kenga ati kembirana agari jamane kere mumpilli utu kengani leli chilal akendo njeme mboj ati kunjuni Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara kagu nyai maremu sasa kundo watni higanai president ni digan kan nenkini di sewe aro kompege no gonde aga yalla no kompege na maga ngudo kada ngana no gondi hibe luga no gondi kenyani igera ngano nanaga wara conference room nga kayni gari sere goron tan nga tawo no kobe kompege ujune do tanjike haramare mewtu anga nanti ti place nu nga tagandiranga serempo gabe anga nanti foforo sigira ngutibe ga ko xanna dianda no nanaga warati kubeno gadiga me en ciagani ne agana koni angelen xanne ma koni xanne tanadiga katnaro no xanne tanano gondi kunju place nu nga conference center ko ko waki golle be barno ko su place nu nga no anya folla kay anga nanti folla kabe anga da fofo simma agan kawanta na nyino nga awano alay musa kaw nasmana kundu nyani Alhaji Musa Mane da hikono na lenki o bara makemmugu mo bara matu bar lengo o garatu independent Jawara ga golli ken kamba mobe ati angana hayme saro bille go dutu ida ko nanti orando dutu no gal yota gal jamano kuyi kengani Senegal ya bari Allah barake mbaka hodinga ni naro bucine no gondi a ho bucine tampiya mbaka ken no gondi anaro hodinga ngano gondi ken gota serema jigi nanti lenki kota ke orno du baga nyaga monga warno du baga safari am pollakinga o wani yurbe na memugu ati na nyaja mambane bal alhamdulillah lengi ko daga Allah kenyaro o ko takken nondi ma kinyelo ko tayi anga nanti na mukuru yankani mukuru be anga na sanam legi yankani ina korosina na kenja mane na kamo magambia kadnuna ko mukunu yankandi conference center ke o ga be warnita ona microphone ke na pass salu jajua birambe agana sefero ngani jolan kanne nogondi mare mu ambiance nga beñanere jaaru goro tanan wayre ngaranu yibenu ga ko jaliba ko yatenu kendo ngaran taranu iswaire kunati OIC anga nanti conference center ke be lengo o wara wunyi serem poga be entawe anga nanti kubeno do jamango meke bari sari bilagar no conference room ke aga nyawujini kebe ga speaker nga vice president kendo foreign affairs minister nga Mamo Tangara ila signature ngati ido mena nga ken no mare mo na microphone ke kini sali jajwa
mite kati haji sumbulu bejat bukandoli kamiri karibe nak GRTS nen kabiri mbujo more manomi nyatate de suketi bijilo bejat mo mondi kabajak meno comme manuregu meno ose yunkule en manji yokute pum pour ma wujoja we mo famiti Gambia wu burom wala no kantate bankone Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara International Conference Center jaat mo a president ngayti mo famiti Gambia His Excellency President Adama Barrow a wombulum tate de sukuleti bijilo nyemo momo nan kuni fana ku sankenum kuban di furunga feri President Adama Barrow di ambassador iti mo famiti China kuno kenno kembedi kalimisa ku be ko kuji buroka banman jumbo China ku kanum dede nem manuregu meno no conference center uyu etonton kabrinde miteti 2017 no President Adama Barrow anen akoba ya tongandai simitiga ba buroka bubobu bajum jaat kalimisa ku cila ku bane mokane koko de sen ko kuni fana ke mo famiti Gambia be ka wombulbo kaysanke num tate jojo beda minister man jum o arongo mokana meti utepa o bayla min job Chinese ambassador mi de mo famiti Gambia po ma janjung ci la pona sanken di president his excellency Adama Barrow president Adama Barrow nan la kom ka sanken nak na ise meje conference center yu nan ko la kom buraka bolio bukan kaje bukan kono skeme sona futok koko Chinese ko ngarum mankuro ko dede ko po wata ci la ko babaji burok banja po na fayanu manju yo wara nguru dede di mo famiti Gambia e ngarno ngar yo nane kate ko jojo di kate kanu manjum kuriyor yo fanfan mete tepe kalimbisa kano momu burum bonkol dede di mo fameti Gambia ama maju keram pano manji mete kankan kalimbis kanu manju moli mo muwanum fanfan nuro ke nja sindene simasinga samido wanosani wanu manju wok waran kundok kurodok wododu ko jenali sakna pe ujoje mo ko kubajem ta kula ko mi burum kurodok to fujoje fu ko mo ko fanu manju fofu bajem po tan wanim tobo kana ko waran kula ko ko to nyemo momu president Adama Barrow di vice president di kundi fanak koko fatiyala bete jukmeti kalimbisa ko ku jike buroka mante bu jojo di burung kamanga kanu manyun koko mang ku yise bopo momok de kare sankana kete president Adama Barrow na sasal furunga feti mo fameti Taiwan di mo fameti China wanosani wan manju woku kanum di burokabo nane do yise titora ija kaya no manju yoyem mi di mo famu gabaram banja wanosani wan manju wo wote ka jetum titora ti China di mo fameti Gambia ko ban ku ngolen ku kan nane China de di fu joja foli fanu manju sunken foku bajum de mi 2018 fanu manju foko nen China Africa Cooperation Forum baba waju po e wan manju woku mikum de jaye fo chuleti mo fameti Africa fu baja fe mo fameti Africa e wanye Africa dipo utepa wano momo nane po nampo di wonora wan manju wo China komide kane di dunia bo burom wan kone one belt one road initiative bete jugmeti China kabiri ndi mo famiti ku bobok be mo famiti Africa di ku teb wurungaw di ku tepa wano momo manka chora ku ngolen ku pio ti toraiti mo famadi Gambia nak nu piapil nu wala na ujoja gomoko bare tenyi mambakan ka jupo e ka wuje sikeme sa jupo e ku ngolen ku de kalimbis ko kono ba ku ise meti ka tepa ku keti international conference uye bene ngolen sen Gambia bunu ngolen wala na ujoja womoko wanu manji wo dunia e burum ku joje nem nyedi dunia kuni fana ka jupo e koku do sindene be jaat kandi ka jige buro kawbo ku purlo ja rek panu ko toradi muyo be kam manje no kurema ku kena kadi kurema kolele kanu manjon koko to me bilay onkol Musa alfalbe konoto sai hanibi waya itandile ko do ku jamale keta ko konoto waya itandile ko sai Gambia fana nsenganya no dulala mi ya lonko ni international conference bal nata mbe jiala da me bayri nga hotelol min soto min kamta ko kayra bañol facility minu bije wol munun to facility leti adon dulalle min ya lonko fana mo wili jamale ibuke jiyano baranga kalamta ko nyin conference center nyi min tambita mo wili kilina akaw jiyano le pour ka bengo nyinde kon Tidiane ma jox la yow it nga waxtaan ak mbokki degul kat yi nga xamne ñoño setan ak deglu ci jamono
jërëjëf mbokk yi mu ngi mel ni rek ñëw nañ ci li nga xam ne moom mooy cappaandaw yi programme bi ndax international conference center bi daanaka njiiti réew mi his excellency président Adama Barrow ubbi na ko ba noppi mu doon béréb boo xamante ne nag dañu ko tubbee dal di ko jox ki nga xam ne mooy first president of the Republic of the Gambia Sir Dawda Jawara kon mu ngi mel ni depuis lu ko dooree tey béréb bii dinañu ko ooyee Sir Dawda International Conference Center.
So jërëjëf waay
call him the elite in construction, and since this is one of the biggest landmarks in the Gambia so far, this edifice, which marks, or it is a symbol between the Gambia and China, a great symbol of the friendship between the Gambia and China. We have the CEO of Tough Africa here, Global, in our midst. Thank you very much for granting us this interview. Let's take it in on a different angle. What does this tell, or what does this symbolize with regards to construction in the Gambia? Because the construction of this building, actually, there was a which capacity.
More than I'd like to see huge skill centers being built, at least in every region of this country. That they should fast track.
Thank you very much.
Kokima julanya kima sakandana ni wazoranga Bajamba fasina dolia besabale Kalilu sinade jula dankonzo Yatuma kotuma mentuma da dunia Tankan Mayam balanim bandana ni zaba Yulol besaba goliane Jula worole mani jalul siti di jam nyari abadam so karum mama de fofona tuko ko mama de bayo tamaka jonne ki adawo sankara mali ba kondani kuma singati
Uru waranga nani ndongori.
Alpata wolle bala singade jula kaliu singade Dalo menge agenyo wande Dalo menge agenyo I think he can come here. He can come here,
Kalilu Rahmani. Toli Samira. Nyawoto solo.
Vala dijada di mana kadija di mana.
Kamu fela lori. Solo fela lori.
Mundau dan sokeba.
Apa juga?
Hadi bideke.
Apa juga solo.
Wala nasuko basolodi. Alfamilia man. Inimbara kasimbamuzo ya merobama.
Can you start with me after I pan to him, huh? You start with me and I'll go to him.
Robedoria bela maila. Kalilu Rahmani.
Dan dunia
You're still watching the live broadcast of the president of the Sir Dawda Jawara International Conference Center here in Bijilo. And as I saw, I'm happy to say I have one prominent individual who has served under Sir Dawda Jawara's administration, who knows Jawara very well, who in fact worked in President Jawara's cabinet. We want to talk to him in a moment. Sir, good afternoon and welcome to GRDS. Can you begin by introducing yourself to our listeners?